in 2004, Volvo decided it'd be a really good idea to let exclusively women design a car with no male input whatsoever.
I'm Googling it.
And it's called Volvo YCC, your concept car, Volvo.
Does it have like 5,000 cup holders?
Yes.
Does it?
You know what?
I want to see these.
I'm just going to read you some of the brochure. This is not
I want
all
to
the
add some
features.
things into it too. Hold on. Does it have backup sensors? Does it have
Hold on. You know what? No, this will be a fun
non-scrapable
game.
caps? Hubcaps.
Hold on. Stop.
I was going to ask about the
Stop.
curb
Playing a
checking.
game.
Stop.
Playing a game. Everyone stop.
We're going to play a game. Rich, Ethan, your guys' task is to come up with the most misogynistic vehicle ever. If you guys were the best car engineers on the planet and you were extreme misogynists that thought very low of women, what were some of the features that you would add
Bigger mirrors.
to a car?
Bigger mirrors so they can see themselves. For makeup.
Not necessarily bigger mirrors, but there are sensors all over the car in 2004, so it was fairly advanced.
So it's 2004.
Oh, okay. So
It's 2004.
No, the year's 2004.
So that takes out electric car because at least my wife doesn't know how to fill up a car. So
Correct, not electric. Think of all the
Is
women's
there a
stereotypes.
way to like make it more noticeable of which side of the car the gas tank is on?
oh,
actually,
Yes.
Yes, misogyny.
oh shit.
Is there some sort of sensor that tells you what the correct amount of tire pressure to put in a tire is? Does it tell you how much to put in? You need more. It doesn't even tell you like how much. It just goes, you need more air.
Airless tires?
Hold on.
hey, we got Habitual with the airless tires.
Think of a way to get rid of tire maintenance.
They don't have a
entirely.
spare. They just have AAA automatically.
They don't have a spare. They put run flat tires on it.
Yes, misogyny for the win again. I'm knocking this out of the park. Do you know how many women drivers I've had to deal with? Is my job as a police officer? This makes so much sense. All right, we've got sensors. Like they turn whenever they want. There's got to be something with like turning signals where it like prevents you from turning when there's like when there's a car next to you, right?
No, that technology didn't come out.
What
till
about
after
automatic
2004.
braking?
Oh,
I'm not sure if there's automatic braking included, but it was one of the first cars ever that could parallel
That's
park
smart.
for you.
Women can't do that.
no.
Oh, hold on a second. Speaking of parallel park,
Wait, remember, they're pretending to be misogynist right now. Just I'm clear
Yes,
that
we're
air.
pretending. It's definitely an automatic and not standard.
Oh, for sure. It's an automatic. Now, while we're on that topic, I'm just going to read you a quote from the official Volvo brochure. Quote, "The best place for keeping all of your things that you want on hand in your car is between the front seats. But that's where you normally find the gear shifter and handbrake. So we moved them."
Oh,
To where?
dear.
They just got rid of the handbrake and there's buttons on the steering wheel to switch
It's just
gears.
it says brake, and you push the button, and it lights up when it's on, and then you push it, and it turns off when it's off. Is this
Rich, you were before we played the game, you were about to start on something with the paint.
Oh, I said that the rims were like non-scratchable, durable rims because they
I'm
crush
sorry.
curbs with
Did
them.
you want to talk about the paint?
I was going to come in with refrigerated cargo.
Well, the rims, what do they do for scratching the rims, Nick?
Yes, Ethan, there is refrigerated cargo compartment.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's nice
For
though.
groceries.
I like that though. I do like refrigerated cargo and things.
And then for the rims, to make them harder to scratch, Nick, what did they do?
I don't know that they did anything.
Well, you
to the
remember
rims.
they recessed the wheels, right?
They did?
I thought that's what I thought it was like what I read. They recessed the wheels
I haven't
you
read
couldn't
through the whole
so you
packet
would
yet.
curb check them as much.
That makes sense.
God.
There we go. You had the rubber stick out more,
Are
so
you-
you hear the rubber go instead of that.
Rich, are you looking at
What's
a
that?
picture
I'm
of
looking at a picture of it, and I mean, at least in the concept, it
Okay.
doesn't look terrible.
The outside looks
it?
good.
So you see how the outside is two-toned?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So then they can
Everything
remove
that's
the
at, like-
bumpers because that's where they always hit people when they parallel park.
Everything that's the darker two-tone color on the lower
Rubber?
half of the car is all dent resistant.
Oh, why didn't they just make the car out of it?
The rest of the paint is, quote, the car is finished with easy clean paint. This behaves rather like the coating on a non-stick frying pan, end quote.
I don't see that as sexist at all. Would it?
Volvo is so misogynistic. You got to speak to women in a language they can understand, guys. Relate
I
it to
disagree.
kitchenware.
They're German or are they Swedish?
Swedish.
They're very
Sweet-
sensible
Swedish.
people. You're like, what are the main issues when we have women driving, huh? You know, because they're the happy Germans. So your Germans are very strict and dark, you know.
Are the doors auto opening and auto closing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
I see the gold
then-
doors.
So you have one door rise up alone by itself? How German?
There's no buttons to adjust the driver's seat.
How do you adjust the driver's seat?
Well,
Is it talk to text?
you have to go to the Volvo dealership and have a physical done where they take all your measurements and they determine where the seat should be put for you, because apparently women aren't capable of deciding what's comfortable for themselves.
That's so good. It's like them not knowing what to order at a restaurant. They're like, you know what? We're Volvo. We'll just pick it for you, okay?
You have to make this video, Nick. You have to.
All right, you guys ready for it to
I
get
can't
really
wait
bad?
for it. I want it to get worse.
This is my favorite part.
This is from one of the 5 designers of this
That's
car.
a woman or that is
Quote.
a man?
Yes.
I love it.
All women.
All women.
All
Love it.
women made this. You're going to be able to tell here in a second.
Should say equity.
Quote, the only time I ever open my hood is when I refill the windshield wiper fluid, said Tatiana Tim. So we asked ourselves whether we should have to open a hood just to do that. And we realized it could easily be done from the side of the car. The YCC incorporates 2 capless ball valve filling points like those used in race cars beside the driver's door. One for gas, one for windshield wiper fluid. No fumbling with filler caps or hood
How many of them are
latches.
going to accidentally fill up the gas tank with windshield wiper fluid?
Yeah.
There's no hood.
Wait,
Wait, like at all.
There's no hood. You have to take the front end of the car off to get to the engine.
no.
Yes.
No, they still need mechanics to work on this.
Yes.
Are there women mechanics too?
they-
Do they make it for women mechanics?
They guess how many miles the engine is engineered and recommended to go before an oil
50,000.
change? 31,000.
Good Lord! What is this thing? It's going to outlast a Hilux.
It's equipped with a radio emergency beacon that alerts the Volvo dealership when the car needs maintenance, so they call the women and tell them to take their car
What
in.
do you mean by beacon? What Batman bullshit is going on? Why do they get a beacon? Well, I want a beacon.
I feel like the head of Volvo was just like, you guys want to see something funny? Yeah. Okay. Let's
Does their
make a
beacon
car.
have a light that goes up into the sky and make like a pair of tits on the clouds? Or like 2 vulva? Actually, 2 lips of a vagine?
Nick,
is
what
like
is the-
shows?
what about the windshield wiper fluid?
What about it?
How do you get to that?
It's next to the gas. It's next to the ball valve for the gas.
Were you not paying attention, Eli? How like a woman of you. So speaking of women not listening, does it have navigation that says the directions twice so that it makes sure that they hear it?
I was actually going to ask if it tells them where to eat.
Does the navigation voice in a male voice so they listen to it instead of arguing with it?
It has a simplified dash and user interface that only shows miles per hour, the navigation, and how many miles are left in the gas tank. That is it.
I kind of like that.
I don't.
It's like a Jeep from the 90s. It's just bare bones, baby. They could just buy a Jeep from the 90s.
But this is 2004. This is technology.
They
at its
reinvented a
finest.
Jeep and a Toyota Hilux into a sedan.
The front end sits lower than the rear end so that the front fenders are in sight at all times.
I didn't know that.
They dipped the nose. I want to ride. I want this car. Why do I want this car?
Did it ever get out of concept and get produced?
No, God.
They made one functioning concept car.
It would have sold out.
Could you imagine having to go to the Volvo dealership to adjust your seat?
How can they make an engine go 30,000 miles on oil change, but Ford has me go every 5?
They're ahead of their time.
This is like one of those things that, gets me to go on the side of conspiracy theorists where they're like, hey man, they've already got the cure to cancer. They just want to make you spend more money. Like they got an engine that doesn't need an oil change in 30,000 miles, but yet they're not making that engine or system.
This is facts.
Do you know how many dinosaurs we could have saved?
0?
Elon Musk would be put out of business with all the oil that's being saved. Wait, how many miles per gallon is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's got to be a lot because they don't like fueling up their cars. It's got to have like a secondary tank where it says empty, but then they still have 130,000 miles because, I hope my wife's listening to that.
Maybe the engine is
That
made by
woman will
Nokia.
drive around with an eighth of a tank in December with 5 feet of snow being like, I'll be fine. I'm like, you're going to die if you get stuck.
Bro, the survival instincts of my wife are just not there.
Oh, I'm not alone. Thank God.
Yeah.
My wife will walk out in a snowstorm to go get coffee at Starbucks with her friends with her phone battery at 3.5% in December in the dark. Like, she doesn't carry a knife, no gun.
What's going to get her
Doesn't
in
know how to change a
Iowa?
tire.
A possum?
Huh?
So what's going to attack her in
People?
Iowa? A possum?
People.
I
People.
gotta,
It's not even that. I don't understand how grown ass adults like go through life without carrying a pocket knife. Like, you're just going to leave the house without, you're not equipped to handle an Amazon package, let alone a emergency. You know how many horror movies and action movies I've had to watch where somebody almost dies because they careen off a cliff into a body of water and can't cut through a seatbelt? It blows my mind. Why would you not carry a knife?
See, I got kind of like that problem a little bit. So like when my wife goes out in town, she has no survival instincts. However, we were in the wildlife refuge on an afternoon and she doesn't do bugs and found a tick on her. So while I'm driving down the road, flicks it at my face, complete like self-preservation. Didn't give a about me, like the car that I'm driving that we're both in, and flicks a tick at my face.
Ethan has Lyme disease.
Probably. I've been bitten a lot. There's a lot of ticks.
Just
in
allergic to
Would
meat.
you say that your wife gave you a ticket?
Rich, I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm not.
Rich, go.
This isn't me talking shit. I don't want to start this, Rich. I'm just saying that.
You can't preface it by that. You can't preface it by
God
that.
damn
You
it.
just say the words. Just say the words, little bro.